What's up, guys? Justin here from Team Golden Age, reporting from Lubbock at the regionals. Who am I with today, and what did you do?
I'm Tom Perpetua. I got 10th place here at the regional.
Nice. Show us what you played.
First off, I want to shout out the team, the Godfather with the top 4. Top behind the camera did okay. Walker battled back early, finished pretty well. Everybody did pretty well from the team, and we'll give Dylan a special shout out for ending the curse of 78.
Yes, sir.
And also shout outs the anniversary of Harambe. Did it for you, King.
Oh God, yes.
So
all right, show us what you played.
I played Swordsoul. I figured that after looking at the meta, Despia would be kind of the most represented deck, and it was probably the most represented deck in the room. I think this is a pretty standard package. I just didn't want to see this too many times. This seemed to be glued to my hand all day, except for the one time in the final round where I banished all 3 off desires, and it forced me to play out an extra 2 turns of that turn.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't banish all 3 off desires, I probably would have gamed quicker and not lost in time.
Right.
And then we just played the 3 emergence, 1 blackout. You just want to see your cards. For Tenyis, 2 Vishuddha, 3 Ashuna, 2 Adhara, and 1 Shathana. I only played the 2 Adhara because I wanted to cut it down to at least to just 40, and it doesn't just do anything on its own. This card and this card at least force interaction with your opponent. This card really doesn't. Really, it's mostly just a tuner and a recursion card. I mean, I don't think playing 3 is incorrect. I just thought that playing 2 would be better, especially when I'm trying to cut it down to just a 40-card deck.
Understandable.
Then we played 3 Vessel. This card was just insane all day, especially if you open like Ashuna, and then you just add Adhara, dump whatever you like. You can dump a Moye or a Taya, and then you can make a Boxia, and you're right into your Swordsoul engine. And then I played the 2 Dragon Circle. I thought that this card was really, really good. I played this deck last week at the Fort Worth Regional for the first time. I was planning on picking it up, but I was planning on playing Prank Kids. And then, Konami dropped the ban list 4 days before the event, so I had to switch to a different deck, so I had to try to learn a deck in 4 days.
Yeah.
So I wanted to play this card for the mirror and for things like Chimera, just to just dodge everything. Chaining this when you have 1 monster on board to a mirror jade effect, it seems really good, or it forces them to banish something they don't want to banish, or have to banish their own monsters, and then you get the plus off of it. And then for hand traps, you play 3 Ash, 3 Imperm, Rip. Just these cards are super impactful right now, and kind of got the idea Justin and I have been testing all week the Swordsoul versus Despia matchup, and I kind of got the idea late in the week to main this card. This card actually was really, really good. The only time it came up, it wasn't good today for me, was just the 1 turn game that my branded opponent lost. He hard open lost. And then this was kind of dead in my hand.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a level 3 tuner, so you can do plays with it with your Tenyis. You can special summon a Vishuddha, normal summon this, and at least you have a Barone on board. And then to start doing things like that. The burn effect came up, I think, 1 time. But I also played this because I didn't want to play Valor because all the branded players are going and activating opening in the draw phase, and this can hit that card, and then you still have all of your interaction with your actual Swordsoul cards, and then you still have your Ash. So it just, to me, it felt like it was the best hand trap for that interaction, and then also because this card can have some wonky chain links. Token Collector's Chain Link 1, because it's mandatory, this has to go to Chain Link 2. So we just didn't want to lose the Token Collector today. And that being said, I never once had a Token Collector summon on me. Finally, the Unholy Trinity.
Oh God, yes. Yep.
This card's really good. This card's insane. I hand trapped. I played Synchron early on. I hand trapped him, so he ended on Chaos Ruler and searched of Valor and passed. And this was my top deck.
Oh God, yes.
As for the side deck or extra deck, 2 Shishao, the 2 Big Daddies, and a Barone. I think that's pretty self-explanatory at this point. Double Boxia. This is like the best card in the game right now. You just make this and you just like start spinning away boards. Your opponent has to respond to it. It just forces so much interaction with your opponent that they don't want to deal with. I never ended up making Yazi. Never made this. I attempted to make this but got greedy and then I couldn't. I made this one time today for no reason. I wanted to play this over Crimson Blader though and Dragite because I thought if like facing a Masquerade, this could just like finish games when you're not expecting it. It just never came up because a lot of my games were just over with like ridiculously quick. And then I think you're pretty standard at this point, Shaman and 3 Monk.
Cool.
And then for the side, I was flip-flopping on this card all week. I decided last night to side it. It never came up. I just figured that after testing it, it seemed like the Despia matchup, like you didn't need this card, especially if you're playing Circle to dodge Chimera. But I just tried to make things more free. But I played 3 Despia players, I think, never came up once. I resolved this one time against Despia, pitching a Vessel because I was afraid he's going to super poly me after summoning a Luber because they just always have the super poly. That card never came up. Every time I drew this, my opponent would just go set 2 pass, so it would just be a 1-for-1. And then finally, I don't think this actually ever came up at all today, but it's still too good to not play.
Correct. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, just remember to keep checking out the channel. We've been doing quite well this regional season, and catch us in the next one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.